Hi, I'm Arran, and today I am reviewing FINSTER from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers by Hasbro. He's a Lightning Faction one, by the way. I have the original 8-inch one from 93, I think, in my bedroom. And this one is hugely better than that one. Now, he's out of the box, which I'll explain in a minute, but I'll show you the box first. This is his box. He has his briefcase with all the puddies, which at the moment have fallen out because they're being a right pain in the butt. He has his little necklace thing, which I can never remember what that's called either. He has a couple of tools that can go on his apron and hang there, but which are the knife, I think this one is, and the rolling pin. But yeah, here's his box. Again, this is the artwork from Tom Wayland, which looks absolutely amazing. Now, I can't actually see anything wrong with this thing, and nothing at all. Looks fantastic. Now, I'll show you the box. So this is him on the front. The box again looks like a great picture of him. And this is him on the side. Again, great pictures on the side of him. And this is him on the other side. And this is him on the back. Now, so yeah, I'll talk about the accessories now. So, I'll take you through the accessories now. So, this is his briefcase, which I'll show you with it closed after I've talked about these. So, these are puddies. Well, they're not puddies yet, but they're the clay versions, which do come out of this. But at the moment I'm keeping them in there because they're so small. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get some clay of my own, and I'm going to put a bit in here and see whether it actually makes them out of real clay. So, as I said in FINSTER's review video, I said I was going to get some air drying clay and test out the theory of putting the clay in the monster making briefcase and see if it worked, which it did, but it wasn't an easy task. So these started off as dodgy ones, and trust me, they look like mud monsters because it was really difficult to do. As you can also see, I've got some clay in there still, setting some more, and these are the ones we made that have turned out really good. And obviously these are the two that came with FINSTER. What I used is some air drying clay, which I will put the link down below for it. And the clay I used was actually coloured clay as well, to get kind of the brown effect that they had on the show. So yeah, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. Again, wasn't easy, but it was worth a shot. So if you guys want to try it, you're welcome to give it a try, but I warn you, it's not easy. So anyway, that's how my puddies turned out. All the puddies come out, but if you do take them out, be careful, because they are so little, they'll be an absolute bugger to find. And then if you couldn't find it, you could make your own out of clay, but wouldn't be the same. And you can actually make puddies both sides. So yeah. Here it is with the briefcase closed. Now on the show, this is kind of a bronzy gold, this kind of briefcase thing. So that's the one thing I wish they had done, is made it kind of a bronzy gold. And I believe it shuts fully, but I'm not gonna do it because it's a right pain in the arse to get open. So the other accessories he has is a trowel, we think. This is a trowel. He has his rolling pin, which some of these can go on the apron, by the way. And this is, which I've got to be really careful with this one because it's so small, it'll be a nightmare to find. This is a scalpel, we think, because obviously he's a monster maker, so it being a scalpel would make sense. And this thing can go around his neck, which if I hold it up this way, we think is a magnifying glass, but we're not 100% sure on that. And he has another set of hands, which are grey, like they are in the show. Please, this one is a fist hand, yeah. This one's an open hand, almost like a pointing hand. And then that's it for accessories. Now I'm going to move the accessories to the side and show you him. Now, the reason why he's not in this in his box, I should say, is because I've got him on a stand that we made it. Because the normal stands wouldn't work for him because of the way he's built with the apron and stuff. So what we did was we got one of these round stands that have kind of a, well, I don't know how I'm going to term this without being rude, a nipple on it, so to speak. and we modified one by, if I turn it around, we modified one by sorry guys, I'll pick him up in a minute. Actually, it'll make it easier to see. We modified one by using a spare piece or a figure stand, not a figure. Because as you know, the normal figure stands come with a ton of stuff that you get leftover pieces for, which is where this pole piece and the grabbing piece came from, one of those. If I pick the stand up, as you can see here, it's a bit messy, but the reason that is because we had to glue it, because there's no way that this was gonna stay without gluing it, so we had to glue it, unfortunately. But it works. I'm not too fussed about it being a little bit messy. Him being a monster maker, I think, kind of goes with it. Now, on to the main figure itself. Oh yeah, before I go on to the main figure, I will link the link to these round stands in the description below. The stands that have these poles you'll be able to find easily, because you can get those anywhere. The one place I recommend that you don't get these from is Wish, because I had some really dodgy ones from there once where they kept breaking, or I got some that were even missing a load of the pieces. And anyway, I'll get onto the figure now. His mouth can open, and again, looks absolutely amazing. And I don't know why, but me opening and closing Vince's mouth freaks my mum out, and I have no idea why. And then, for some reason, one of my trainers thinks his teeth are cute, which I find really weird. But hey, who cares? So, anyway, articulation for this guy is very limited because of his apron. His hands move, his head moves, his legs do bend. He can go down on one knee, but what does happen is he can't bend forward or kick his legs forward because of his apron. But to be honest, I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that at all. I'm just really happy we have an absolutely great figure. He wasn't cheap, I'll say that, because of what he's made out of and the detail of him. He wasn't cheap. He is also quite heavy, surprisingly, which I kind of like a bit of weight to a figure. I don't know why, it just kind of makes it a bit more humanoid, so to speak. But the one thing he can do, which I think is pretty cool, because you see him do this on a lot of the Mighty Morphin episodes, and Durager, which is the Japanese version of Mighty Morphin. He actually gets on his knees or kneels on one knee or two knees, I can't exactly remember, in front of Rita and Zed at one stage, and you can do that on this figure, which absolutely is amazing. So yes, he is limited, but he also can do quite a bit. But I recommend you try and modify a stand, but yeah, it looks exactly like him. I give him 10 out of 10. Well done, Hasbro, you've nailed it. The attention to detail on him is fantastic, and yeah, that's the end of this review. Bye bye, I'm Arran.